One of the major talking points in the England-Ireland game last weekend was the scrums. However, rather than get bogged down in a loss discussion, both teams will always push their luck at the scrum. This video will examine what made England strong and Ireland less so. So, let's take a look at England's first scrum penalty and see what happens. See the scrum wheeling, England look to be pressuring the right side of Ireland's scrum and the referee's left arm goes up for the penalty. What is it that's causing this pressure and wheeling motion? Let's take a closer look overhead to find out. In simple terms, a scrum will wheel one side of the scrum experiences more pressure than the other. If we pause and draw a line across Ireland's front row here, we can see that Keane Healy's got it ahead of his teammates. More on that later. And that Jimmy George is the furthest English player forward, i.e. the player exerting the most pressure on Ireland's front row. As the scrum rolls on, you can see both George and Gench scrummaging 2v1 against Furlong. This is where the majority of Ireland's problems lay. As we move on to the next scrum, let's now see how the problem of Furlong getting isolated starts, at the setup. Healy's left foot is out here, drops back on the ref's set call, and this allows England to win the initial hit and put Ireland on the back foot. Once more, Healy is marginally ahead of Furlong and Sheehan. So why is this an issue again? Ireland are looking to close George's space to drive through with his head and need the tight head to be just ahead of the hooker and loose head to promote the tight head's left shoulder and make that channel strong. However, Sheehan can't keep a strong bind with Furlong as Healy moves forward and the experienced George powers through Sheehan to drive Ireland back again. Essentially, George's power turns a 3v3 scrum on setup into a 2v1 mid-scrum with Ireland's Sheehan and Healy being cut off. So, although Ireland have the heavier scrum on the day, and arguably one of the best tight heads in the world, England's more cohesive approach in the front row and ability to make Furlong double job continue to tell as the game wears on. As I said at the beginning, both teams bend the laws and do here, but notice that it's George and Gench driving through on the isolated Furlong again at this scrum. Another massive drive and a very good day for England's scrum, while being an important reminder for Ireland of where they still need to improve.